Hello, everyone. You've seen me do several videos with generative AI and some of the good things that could happen out of it. And I thought it'd be fun to do kind of an outtakes when the generative AI doesn't do exactly what you expected it to do. So we're going to do some stuff that I put together here was trying to do, the goal was a Christmas time scene with one fireplace. Now, you can see in this picture, um, those would be the weirdest looking feet you'd ever see. That's almost cute. Uh, the tree looks like it's going to fall into the fireplace. But again, I said a fireplace in a Christmas setting. So we've got packages, we've got some Christmas trees, but we've got two fireplaces and these really weird socks. Again, same prompt. All right, so we've got these still occasionally odd looking socks that show up in here. Two fireplaces, again. Has wreaths. Other than the really oddities in here, it came out fairly well. So it's not to say that generative AI can't do good things, as you've seen from some of the other ones, it does. And this one looks pretty good too, except this would be a very warm living room, and I don't think I'd want kids around an open fire pit burning in the middle of the living room. But every so often when you do these, you come up with some really bizarre output. I would love to know if you could get a fireplace that would put a flame up like that. Socks could use a little cleaning. This one looks like it's been there so long it's part of the mantle. Got a TV in this one. So again, we're still running with the same prompt through all of these, and look at what we're getting for output. This one looks fairly normal, right? Except for the fact that there are the two fireplaces. This looks like a pretty good image. We've got some wreaths, some mirrors, even have a reflection in this mirror up here of something. And we've got socks, we've got a fireplace. So it came out pretty good overall. Now, this was supposed to be a New Year's Eve ball. Terrifying images out of this. I just wanted a New Year's Eve ball, kind of like looking for something along the ways of a decorative ball. It kept adding in people. And again, these are based off of the particular engines. Some of the engines will always throw people in. This is almost like a point of view, right? You can imagine a hand holding this glass, and your hand holding this glass as you cheer these two women on. But again, these images, this is what I was looking for. Something along this line. It added the fireworks as part of a New Year's Eve celebration, but they came out very different, even though we had the same prompt. And again, a lot of it is going to depend upon the model that you use. This arm looks incredibly bizarre. But I just wanted to throw some of these out here today as a way of showing that things don't always go the way you'd intend. And sometimes they go very strange, even when you say things like, do not put any text in the negative prompt, no text. And they come out kind of funky. So if you're going through and trying to come up with poses to show your clients, or if you're trying to come up with just a really cool background to put in the back, or to make up a background, let's say, for a card that you're going to have printed. So you could imagine this one without the text. If we were to take that ball and put a couple's picture in there, or a baby's picture in there, this would make a really cool card to hand out as a birth announcement or a holiday card, right? So there's a lot of things you can do with generative AI. And if you're having trouble getting it to come out the way you expect it to, one thing I want you to look into is using a different model. Go to Hugging Face or one of the other um, repositories and find something that looks like it's doing what it is that you want to do. Now, a lot of them are going to have people, and that's just what they're being mirrored against, being trained with. But there are some out there that are a little more cartoony. You probably don't want those unless that's the background that you're looking for. But look at the images that they show you as uh, examples of what that model does until you find one that matches what you're looking for. And when you prompt it, don't expect you're going to get it the first time. Run several prompts. That's what I try to do is run at least 5. Sometimes I'll get a good one out of it. And if I don't, then I know it's time to go back after the prompt, tweak the prompt a little bit, give it another 5 run. Sometimes you'll just get junk in what comes out. One or two of the images could be like this, that just ignore the negative prompt completely. And that's not your fault. That's the model just ignoring what you've told it to do. And that will happen. These are all out of the same run. And as you can see, there's no text in here. This came out looking kind of like what I was going for. And this one came out very cool. Although this ball looks a little bit odd, doesn't look quite spherical, but it came out pretty well. And you're just going to have to keep going after them until they come out with what your vision was. And you may have to change the prompt, but you're probably going to have to change the model, especially if you're looking for a person-free image and it pops people in. That's due to the way the model was trained. Just get a new model. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to look at some of the outtakes, some of the stuff that ended up me tossing it aside and not showing it to you guys because they just didn't come out looking the way the prompt had intended. So I got a short one for you this week. Hope everybody enjoys Valentine's Day, and I will talk to you all next week.